Okay guys, so welcome back. So I promised you that I would do part 3 in which I actually am doing the dueling, so that's actually what's happening here. So I was going to do Majestic Star Dragon, Pure Dragunity, and also the Tempest build. A couple of duels that I had that I was testing out the deck against like Jarvis, because that's always the first thing that you do whenever you have a brand new deck. You test it out against Jarvis. If you can beat Jarvis, then it's good enough to go on to real people. So, unfortunately, I have not run into any Elemental Dragon decks in, like, the longest time, surprisingly. Even though they just came out in real life, and people are about to take them to Nationals, and I've been reading up on them, and they're really good. And I started building my own E-Dragons deck online, just so I could help out a guy that really wanted to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't had a chance to really test it out against any. I haven't really run into that many top tier decks, to be honest, except for maybe I wouldn't consider Harpy as a top tier deck, but I haven't really run into any. So anyway, let me get on with this. So this one, the first two that I'll show you is going to be Majestic Star Dragon. I would not recommend running a Majestic Star Dragon deck unless you're just doing it for fun against your friends, because Majestic Star Dragon, it's just not that much fun to, see, like, I opened up with a really crappy hand, so the only thing that I can do is set down a Phalanx. It's not that much fun trying to get out Majestic Star Dragon. It's only fun once you get out Majestic Star Dragon. Excuse me. Because I literally am not able to do anything for, like, 3 whole turns. So that was 1 whole turn that I couldn't do anything. Then I Dark Hole, and then I set another Phalanx, and then that's 2 whole turns that I can't really do anything. So, it's a little depressing in that fact, but, you know, whatever. I actually have to set a freaking Veiler face down, because I still draw into nothingness, which is really bad, because I will need this Axe of Fools when it comes time to prepare my Majestic Star Dragon. But, in the meantime, unfortunately, I'm going to take a little bit of a beating. I mean, Effect Veiler, I honestly don't know why I have Effect Veiler in the Majestic Star Dragon build. If I were you, and you wanted to actually run the Majestic Star Dragon build, I would take out 2 Effect Veilers and put back in, like, 2 other monsters or something. So finally I have a Ravine, thank God. Yeah, so added ducks to my hand, and now I can go into stuff, finally. And I can always Pot of Avarice some stuff if absolutely necessary. But first, I actually go ahead and summon Gay Dirge, since I know I'm not going to be able to bring out anything extraordinary this turn. I add a Zephyros to my hand, because that's his effect. I can add a level 4 lower Dragon type or Winged Beast type monster from my deck to my hand, and then discard 1 Dragon type or Winged Beast type monster. So I add a Zephyros, ditch a Zephyros. That way next turn I can, you know, do the old Zephyros effect thingy. And right now I'll you know, I just attacked him and whatnot, but I'm just starting off a little slowly, and of course he fucking fissures me because he's a faggot, and I take another hit. God, Jarvis, yeah, if you can stand up against Jarvis, you have a good chance against other faggots that don't run continuous hammer shots and fissures and whatnot. So just the terraforming, and now I can yeah, do a bunch of shit, and then summon Zephyros, so that'll be nice and whatnot. But yeah, this is how you start setting it up. Start bringing out as many level 6s as possible. And I'm probably going to Pot of Avarice so I can get some more hand advantage, because it will eventually. Yeah, there you go. Start putting some stuff back that's absolutely necessary, so I can draw into some more awesome stuff that I didn't give a shit about. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. But yes, now remember, you're running Majestic Dragon and Stardust Shalong. So what you need to do is try to get Shalong into the grave if possible, because he can special summon himself upon the synchro summoning of Stardust Dragon. And then try to get Majestic Dragon if possible through, you know, numerous ways. So this is obviously going to be a 2-turn Majestic Dragon like usual, and I'm not going to summon Stardust Shalong yet, because Stardust Shalong only has 100 attack. That would be insane if I tried to do that crap. And notice I cannot attack this turn with a Tum, and that's fine. But I need a Tum for next turn, because you'll see what I do. No, bitch. Get out of here. And he tries Hammer Shotting again, and I have to save a Tum. I have to save a Tum. Really. I do. And for some reason, he cannot attack this face-up defense position monster with Insect Knight. He should have, but I don't understand. Jarvis is a little screwy that way, but Dawn of a New Era actually is going to come out with an updated version of this, and they're supposedly going to fix a lot of stuff, coming out with a lot of new shit. But thank God, because let me just show you how Stardust Dragon works, or Majestic Star works. Now, I use a Tums effect to bring out Majestic Dragon from my deck, and I used Red MD's effect to special summon Stout Shalong. So there you go. There he is, and now he won't go, and of course, yeah, I overlay now. So this guy inflicts piercing damage, and he's got 2600 attack, so you might as well. Yeah, so I have Majestic Star attack for a shit ton, pretty much. And he will try to go back to the extra deck, and then he'll be like, nope, you're not going back. Sorry, Stardust, stay in the grave. But yeah, so this is game right here as soon as I attack. Yeah, see, even at my opponent's end phase, Majestic Star will try to go back, and it won't let him because Axe of Fools. Now, I take 500 damage right here at my standby phase. But honestly, I don't normally start off with such a shitty hand that I would be at this low of life points. But yeah, so that's an introduction of how to summon Majestic Star Dragon. This is going to be my last video of a Majestic Star Dragon deck, because I don't really like it that much. So now I'm actually going against a guy. I think this guy was trying to run... let me check out his extra deck before I say anything. Okay, yeah, this guy was obviously trying to run a replica of Zane, if you've ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The guy that ran Cyber Dragon, Cyber End Dragon, Cyber Twin Dragon, Cyber Laser Dragon, Cyber Barrier Dragon, all that shit. That's what this guy was trying to run. So this was actually a really, really, really good hand. Because, you see, I already start off with a Dux. I'm going to ditch Zephyros so I can put, like, a Phalanx in the grave. So, yeah, and then special summon Zephyros, be able to activate Dragon Ravine's effect again, this time ditching Stout Shalong to put like a Majestic Dragon in the grave or something, or, I mean, I can if I absolutely want to. I'm not sure what I do, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. And I start off with an Axe of Fools, which means that as soon as I summon Majestic Star Dragon, I can immediately equip it and save it. So let's see what happens. What happened? Oh, I hold on to Stout Shalong, because next turn, if I special summon Majestic Dragon, I can just normal summon Stout Shalong. So yeah, I've already got everything set up. As long as either my Zephyros or my Red MD stays alive, I should be fine. And this guy was about to pump up Cyber Dragon to a whole bunch, so I decided I would just go ahead and Valor it. So that way he couldn't do anything with it. And then he summons this guy, which is not that effective. And he could have attacked Red MD, but it wouldn't have mattered, to be honest. Because I don't even think I used Red MD's effect. Okay, well obviously I do, because what I could have done was I could have just normal summoned Stout Shalong, used a Tums effect to special summon Majestic Dragon from my deck, but instead, apparently, I'll do that, and then a Tums effect. I mean, it didn't fucking matter. But yeah, there you go. And attack for a whole bunch. Like, obviously this guy is a fucking scrub for trying to run. If you run more than 43 cards, you're going to have a tough time getting the cards that you want. And that's what this guy just experienced. So yeah, pretty much that's Majestic Star Dragon. Now, it's really only fun running a Majestic Star Dragon when you've got Red MD on the field, because you can keep bringing them back. See, he just activated Megamorph, and although that doesn't matter to me, I'm going to negate it anyway. Why? Because I can just bring back Majestic Star Dragon next turn, and it destroys all cards on his side of the field. And then the guy quit out because he realized, well, he's kind of fucked. But anyway, so that's Majestic Dragons. So let's get on to pure Dragunities, and then I'll get on to Tempest build. So pure Dragunity still rapes a lot of ass. Although I think that Tempest might rape a little more. I know that for sure that pure Dragunities has never let me down. It's really fun. And I was facing Madolches. So back in the day, Madolches were kind of shitty in my opinion. But with the release of Madolche Hoot Cake, hold on, let me see if this guy's got Madolche Hoot Cake. Yeah, he does. And this might also be new, but I know Madolche Hoot Cake was supposed to provide a lot of support, and apparently this is a new card too. But yeah, Madolches were always really annoying to me because I don't like looking at them. They're really gay looking. But yeah, for the most part, because they're XYZ monster. Wait, what? Why is he running synchros? Did I must have missed a synchro right there somewhere. But anyway, yes. So they're Queen Madolche Tiramisu. She's a real queer because I mean, she only benefits if you've got Madolches in the grave, and it's kind of hard to get Madolches in the grave because they run stuff like Madolche Chateau or Madolche Ticket, which lets them recycle it into their deck. But anyway, so I start off, this is a really good hand. I've already got a Dux and a Mistletoe, so you already know I can make, like, good shit. So, yeah. Anyway, ditch the Phalanx to add a Dux or something, or add an Accolades, I suppose. So next turn I can do something with it, I guess. Yeah. Now remember, oh, hold on, let me first show you the Badger Honor that I just made. Now remember that next turn, let's say he had a face down and a face up monster, I can normal summon Accolades to special summon Legionnaire and have Accolades equip the Legionnaire. Use Legionnaire's effect to pop a face up monster and use Accolades effect to pop a face down, you know. I can use it to pop any card, but usually I use it to pop back row. So that's probably the reason why I have it. Also I have an effect failure just in case if I want to negate any effects. Why am I doing this so early? And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the typical setup that I will pull off. Now remember, do not summon a Red Dragon Archfiend to save your fucking life. If you summon a Red Dragon Archfiend, yes, it's more powerful than Stardust Dragon. First, Stardust Dragon's effect is pretty nice first turn if they open up with a Heavy Storm or Dark Hole. Also, Red Dragon Archfiend will destroy all of your monsters because you didn't attack that turn. So don't do that. For the love of God. And I Valor that because I know Madolches start doing shit. I don't know what they start doing, but they start doing shit and I don't like it. And here comes Utopia, that 2500 faggot. But anyway, and he just laid down a shit ton of cards. Oh my gosh. That's a shit ton of cards. Okay, anyway. Okay, so now, yeah, summon Legionnaire and... Oh! What a little bitch. Okay, well, let's see what I summon. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, what are his other face downs? Madolche Lesson, Madolche's Palooza? I don't know what they did. I almost shit myself when I saw Madolche Palooza. Okay. So, yep, negate. Yep, negate. See, I didn't want to use his effect to destroy Dragon Ravine because I don't think I'll be able to win this turn. I mean, obviously I won't be able to win this turn, and I'll be needing Dragon Ravine's effect next turn maybe. So, oh wait, this isn't pure Dragunities. This is obviously still Majestics. I don't know. Whatever. I must have accidentally been using Majestics. So he switches positions. Whoop-de-fucking-do, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty well it. I mean, that's yeah. He quit out obviously because he knew a shit ton of pain was coming. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Anyway, okay, so pure Dragunities. Evidently, I only have one duel of pure Dragunities, but you know, pure Dragunities is so amazing. I wouldn't really worry. Wait. I do have a. I thought I did. Maybe. Okay. Maybe I only do have this one. That's fine. This guy was running something. I don't know. Let's take a gander at this deck. Dark Worlds. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's just running Darks in general. Yeah. I don't know. Whoa! Random Winged Dragon of Raw. Okay, I guess. And a random obelisk. Wait a minute. Wait, where's Slifer? Did I pass over Slifer? No. Oh, man, I just... Why the hell would you run Winged Dragon of Ra over Slifer? Slifer's the only good one. Well, I mean, you know, obelisk is kind of good. Okay, this is an amazing hand, because watch what happens. I've got Zephyros and a Mistletoe first turn. That is amazing. Oh yeah, and also I set Mystical Space Typhoon because it's going to keep asking, oh, do you want a chain? Oh, do you want a chain? Oh, do you want... No, I don't want a chain. Jesus Christ. I don't want a chain hang low. Let it wobble to the flow. Let it shine in the light. Is it platinum? Is it gold? Anyway. So yeah. There you go. Go into 2 Vajrayanas and then sacrifice the Phalanx that will come out afterwards for Mistletoe. And then you'll have 3 level 6s with a Phalanx on your side of the field. You'll be able to go into a Photon Strike Bouncer and a Stardust Dragon, which is pretty good setup, because you can negate anything that destroys shit and negate any monster effects, like Gale, the Whirlwind. You can negate her effect, or him, I don't know what the fuck gender that is. You can negate Mystic Tomato's effect, Doom Caliber Knight's effect. Photon Strike Bouncer is just pretty damn good. That's why he was so expensive for long. What is this? Oh, Mad Reload. Okay. Alright, so he sets the Radiant Mirror Force, but I'm a smart guy, so I get rid of that shit. And he's got Spirit Reaper face down. Sucks to be him, to be honest, because I'm just going to summon Scrap Dragon, and then I'm going to destroy Dragon Ravine to destroy his face down, because Spirit Reaper obviously can't be destroyed by battle, so I wasn't even going to take a chance with what his face down was. So it turns out, guess what the total attack of all 3 of my monsters are? Yeah, well, if you did the math correctly, you'll find out that this guy is dead. So that's the power of pure Dragunities. It's pretty quick. As long as you don't start off with too many spells or traps. That's the reason why I lowered the number of traps in my deck, because from 5 to 4. It's because traps honestly don't benefit Dragunities as much as you would think. So it's okay. Remember, I do have stuff like Starlight Road, which is pretty good. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. All right. So this was me testing out my Tempest build against Jarvis. It was pretty good. I really liked it. So you start off with a Tempest and a Gold Sark. So immediately Gold Sark for another Tempest, because when Tempest is banished, you get to add 1 Wind Dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. Any Wind Dragon type monster. So I add a Mistletoe, of course. Well, actually, what do I add? Okay, I do add a Mistletoe. But now I'm essentially screwed. Now, okay, so the problem is you can only activate 1 Tempest effect per turn. So what I would have done if I could have, in the same turn, I would have discarded Tempest and Leviathan to add a Phalanx to my hand, and would have just set the Phalanx, because next turn I could have summoned it with Ducks, and then used Mistletoe, and, you know, done a bunch of shit. But yeah, and I've got a Pot of Avarice, so in like 2 more turns I'll be able to activate this Pot of Avarice, because I'll have a shit ton of stuff in the grave. So first things first, heavy... Oh, Windrose, yeah, that's a good idea. Add a Phalanx, heavy... Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I might as well wait for him to set as many cards as possible before I Heavy Storm, because I need Phalanx to be in the grave first. Now, the beauty of it all is Tempest can be banished from the graveyard. The thing about Elemental Dragons is their effects don't stop in your hand. They don't stop after being banished. They don't stop after being in the graveyard. They go on to being, if they're in the graveyard, you can then banish them and you get more effects. It's just a really beautiful combo, in my opinion. Get rid of all that shit. Start going into Vajrayana, and then bring out the Mistletoe. So yeah, I mean, this deck has got some real potential. It's really good. I enjoy it thoroughly, to be honest. But yeah, wait, why did I do that? Interesting. Oh, okay, Red MD. Okay, banish that. Use Red MD's effect to summon Leviathan. Bring out a Phalanx. Go into... Okay, so I set this because I'm obviously not going to be using it. summon Trident Dragon, sacrifice the Phalanx, and that. Go into, yep, there you go, and that should actually win me the duel. So, inflict piercing damage, inflict regular damage, and attack 3 times. So, you know, it's the typical OTK from a Trident Dragon, but in the Tempest build this time. So, yeah, it's all good and whatnot until someone gets raped, and then it's just pure awesome. Okay, so Tempest rules, I think, came first. This was my second test against Jarvis on a different day. So, let me show you, like, exactly how much shit. The reason why I kept this one is because I'm showing you how much shit you can bring out. Like, it is amazing the amount of shit that you can bring out. So, yeah, first things first. You can ditch Tempest and a Phalanx to bring a Mistletoe to your hand. And then I set a bottomless. I'm not going to set any monsters yet. Because if he does summon something, I can always just, you know, yeah, bottomless it. So there you go. But anyway, so hopefully I draw a Dragon Ravine. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. So Dragon Ravine, ditch Zephyros, because you know that's the combo that you really want, to bring Dux to your hand. Now, bounce back Ravine, play Heavy Storm, get rid of his fucking Swords of Light. Revealing Swords of Light. That is what it's called, right? Swords of Revealing Light. Whatever. It's been forever since I've watched Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Now, here's the beauty of it all, my friend. Now, you go into 2 Vajrayanas, plus a Mistletoe. So here we go. And it doesn't stop right there, because now I can special summon Garuda by banishing Tempest. Now, when Tempest gets banished, because this is a new turn, I activated Tempest effect last turn. When Tempest gets banished, I can add a Wind Dragon type monster to my hand, so I'll add another Mistletoe to my hand. So banish that, so that way I can add that. Go into another, go into an Atum first, go into another Vajrayana, and then bring out another Mistletoe from my hand. Of course, go into Photon Strike Bouncer first. Yeah. And then go into, you know, obviously I could kill him at any point. So, yeah, but I'll go into a Stardust. I mean, I could have killed him so many times, it's not even funny, but I just go ahead and go into a Trident Dragon. Atum can't attack this turn, so I sack it, and Dragon Ravine's obviously useless, that's why I played it, so sack those 2 cards, attack 3 times. But I just kept this duel just to show you how much shit you can possibly bring out. You can swarm the field, overwhelm your opponent, and essentially make them end up in a mental asylum because they don't know what the fuck just hit them. So yeah. And then this one was a pretty close game. I was playing against this guy playing Burning Knucklers, so he actually went first, but I don't know. I've actually played with a guy who played Burning Knucklers when I was doing a double duel. I had no idea what they were. But apparently they're still OCG, because look how ugly they look. They're still OCG. So yeah. I start off with probably one of the shittiest hands ever. That's the reason why I was so upset with this duel, and I honestly thought I was going to fucking lose. Because he brings out some shit that's annoying. Some XYZs that I've never seen before. I mean, I top deck a fucking Zephyros. That's like the worst thing ever. Now, this guy, once per turn, can't be destroyed by battle. So, I mean, I was okay with that as long as I was going on the offensive. Because a good defense is best defense is a good offense. So, there you go. And then he special summons this guy, goes into this fucking thing. This fucking thing isn't that great, but the next thing that he goes into... Wait, what is this? I have no idea. Oh, it's treated as a something, so now he can rank over that to that. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. This guy's pretty good. He can destroy one monster on my side of the field and inflict damage equal to its attack to me. Then the guy still gets to attack. Oh, Axe of Despair has that little ugly skull face on it. That's nasty. But anyway, so yeah, he attacks for a lot. Thankfully, I have a Dark Hole in my hand, because I'm about to sort of piss him off. But yeah, so first things first, Dark Hole that shit. Golden Sark for a Tempest. Add a Phalanx to my hand, for the love of God. Card, so Consonants. Summon Zephyros. Attack. And he takes it. Because, I mean, I don't have a Dux yet, so I can't do anything. Set that. Bottomless. This time I do not bottomless his monster that he tries to bring out immediately. Actually, I couldn't bottomless either one of those cards, so I had to wait till he summoned a rank 4 before doing anything. So I don't understand, why this card is any good. Why don't you just have a gold tin fish or something, or tin goldfish? Yeah, gold tin fish. Tin goldfish. Yeah, see, he was going to try to kill me right there, because Excalibur Knight can pump his attack up to 4,000, and that would have killed me. Right? Hold on. No, actually, that wouldn't. That would have inflicted 2,400. I can do math, obviously. Anyway, so yeah, he saw warnings that, because I was going to bring out a Phalanx, special summon it, go into a Vajrayana, special summon it, but instead he decides to risk 2,000, and then he compulses it back to my hand, of all things. So yeah, that's bad. But anyway, then he summons this guy, and I'm like, nope, goodbye. But he uses its effect to add something to his hand, but that's okay. Because next turn I get really lucky, and here comes Tempest, yay! So here's what happens actually. What I'll do is I'll normal summon Zephyros, then I'll special summon Tempest by banishing Garuda in my hand and a useless wind type monster in the grave. And then that's game. That's 4,000 attack right there. So that's the reason why Tempest is so great. The elemental dragons are extremely good, is because you do very little normal summoning in an elemental dragon deck. Most of the shit comes from... You never normal summon an elemental dragon. You always special summon it. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for Tempest, Dragunities, Majestics, everything. So hopefully that was a little bit of an example of just how beastly, like, at least pure Dragunities and Tempest is. Majestics, just only if you're doing it for fun. That's what I would recommend. So hopefully you learned something from this and you enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all later. So thanks for watching. Bye.